Hello, Sunshine. Welcome back to another episode of heartablazepodcast. We're going back to one of the series that we were doing before, which is going through my sketchbook for my, I guess, like apparel designs. And some of them's also just like turned into paintings or my hats. Some of them get turned into shirts. Anyway, it's just like sketchbook ideas I have, especially often for like artists that I enjoy or artists that I've met. Anyway, so we're on to part three now. This is part three, and it's probably like we're going to have a part four to finish it up because it's still quite a bit. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, let's jump straight in. So this was the last one we left down, and this was another, I think, believe like a Sam Tompkins art shirt idea. I just don't remember what song it was. But it's based on one of the lyrics, "Easier," I think. And it's basically a guy sitting on the bench with fire in his hands and gutter of water rushing down, slit and easier. This was for like a shirt idea, just like have the sleeve with Beamer and Finn both on each side in a little circle. This was another, I believe, a Sam Tompkins song reference idea, kind of like a notebook with like gradient shade and then like lots of text wrap around the person, which I think in the end I kind of already used that idea, so I probably won't do that because I used in this one for critical. You can see all the text that I had to. It was really hard to actually finish this piece because I couldn't come up with enough like insults. I felt really bad doing it. And this one's based on another artist I really like called Johnny Stimson. His song called Pink Lemonade, and it's a really fun song. You should go have a listen. And it's basically like a butterfly, and then through the butterfly, you see like a bit of a scene of a table with like the pink lemonade, like nice summer vibes, and then like a really fun kind of pink shade, white or pink lemon kind of shaded, fun like nice pastel but bright poppy kind of colors, kind of text. And this was kind of going back to another sort of Max, what's it called, Two Broke Girls idea, because I actually have a shirt on Redbubble that's doing pretty well for um, Two Broke Girls. So I was like, I should design another one. This one I thought would be really funny to have kind of like the diamonds and the heart shape with the cupcake, but then it says very vanilla on the sleeve, and on the back it says Creamfields, which is, if you get it from the show. This year's trying to design something else with like Tiga inspired. I was just playing around and I was thinking like it'd be really cool to do like a tree, but the tree is made out of is like lyrics. It's a very rough sketch, so don't really look too deep into it. It's not like very pretty to look at. Then there's the really cool idea. I wanted to do like a wood stump hat. So like, it'd probably be like a hobby craft store or something to find like wood textures and then kind of engrave it over like and stick it onto a hat. I haven't really figured out exactly how to do it, but I think that would be really cool. You can see I wrote hobby craft store because I know that's where the good stuff is. And I think putting some moss on it would be really, really sick. Um, Very slow idea. If you need a hug, I'm here. Hug someone, save a life. This is kind of like trying to kind of go into mental health. Um, Framing anything, not sure what that is. Some of the ideas I just really need to be like documenting them. I'm usually quite detailed with like what I write, but this was obviously like a funny idea. I had coffee, send help. Um, I believe you need a hug. I got you. It's another sort of just like trying to find some nice text for like a mental health kind of shirt. I want to do like a sun motif kind of thing for Utah. One of Ryman Leon's song. It's kind of like an indie folk rock artist that I interviewed before as well. Really sick from Miami. Check him out. He's on tour right now, actually, in the States. So you should totally join if you can, if there's still tickets going. This is really cool. This was like an art idea, which I ended up doing. I did end up making into an art. So it's based on the song. Can't remember what's called. I should know this. I'm a big fan of Sam Tompkins, but it's basically about the line where it says like "Until I propel, I'll stay low until I propel." I think, and so it made me think of him like riding a rocket ship made out of all these music and like his belongings, and then like flying into this cartoony kind of stars and sort of brightly colored sky, very painterly and very sort of cartoonish, and a little bit more childish kind of vibes. That was this idea I had. You can see it's right up there. Let me get up and actually show you properly. So that's what the Finnish one, it's called Wishing Well is the song. I mean, it's very much about sort of mental health, men speaking out and such. It's a really, really good song. This one, oh yeah, so let's see. I think there's a bunch of lyrics that I wanted to use. And this one was, I wanted to do something with the particular lines, but I don't want to die, but this doesn't feel like living either, which I thought is a very, very great line from one of his songs. This was kind of like logo designing. I was thinking about I gotta at least at some point finalize my logo for the branding, Bloodline Apparel, and then also kind of like do a hat on it. That's actually a good reminder. I definitely should do that. It'll be a good promotion for my brand. That was when I was kind of looking into like doing some certificate 4 courses in work training and stuff. I was trying to do some ideas for moonbeam ice cream. This was taking it very, very literally, like a cliff with as an ice cream as a cliff, and the moon, and then him standing on there with his very dramatic pose. This was something else. Again, sort of moonbeam ice cream vibes, and then back down to Tiga again, trying to figure out something cool. His designs that he's ended up using like on his own from, I don't know who he's got it from or who designed for him, are actually a lot cooler. So, I've only recently completed an art that I'm really happy about him, and it's actually a surprise. So he won't see it until this Saturday, and I didn't tell him about it. I slipped it into a little care package for him. So it'd be really cool to see what he thinks about that design because it embodies quite a few things, and I'm going to explain it to him later on when he asks about it. This was a list of stuff I wanted to do. Teabag stain shirt. So I think I was like, it would be cool to actually like see the imprint of the teabag. I'm not sure how I'd do that, but I feel like it would be probably more likely to do with, I don't know how the tea would be effective, but I guess if you put the tea bag on and then spray bleach or like soak it in bleach, that might be pretty cool. Something like that. I want to do like layered flowers for like a Ryman Leon kind of idea. This was me playing with ideas for Tears Beneath My Eyes, which is one of my favorite songs from Sam Tompkins, but it was just a little bit too on the nose and I didn't really like the design. It was like an eye with like little men working on it and poking around and stuff. I don't know, just really on the nose. I didn't love that idea. I wanted to do like a flipping shirt of like basically Benson Boone doing his flip. Again, kind of like a pretty basic idea. I didn't really love it that much. This one's Pink Hat. So it's inspired by Sam Tompkins' YouTube video of him performing Talking to the Moon in London. And he was wearing this bright pink shirt, like a jacket. And, it was very striking and it really caught my eye. And it just came to me this idea of like doing this design and with like the stripes. And I felt like white and bright pink would look really good. And I actually do have this design. This one is a finished product. So let me see, where is it? Oh, it's this one. So that was the finished product. You can see St. Tompkins, London, and it has the date, which was 3rd of July 2024, I believe. And it says Talking to the Moon. The only thing I didn't love about this like outcome was like I tried to use masking tape to kind of do the lines, but honestly, if I had freehand painted, I think it would have been a lot neater. But I'd be happy to give that to him if he like actually likes it. That's one of the hats I definitely think was a good hat design. All right, back to our book. This one I thought was pretty cool. It's just a random design for the song Critical, also by him. And I'm not sure what's going on in the back. Oh, I think it was like a downpour of water, and then that's an umbrella, and then that's like empty negative space. Don't love that design. Love the front. Don't love the back. I like this. This one is another song, Stranger, and this is like a very jagged sort of like cutout, and then it's like his eyes and looking back, and then maybe I think that actually might be pretty cool to try and add some stuff in the eyes reflection of like a girl or something. That would be really cool. Some other random sketches. Moonbeam Ice Cream. I still haven't given up on it. Still trying to figure out something for Benson Boom. This was like Alex Warren's Headlight, the song, and I was trying to do something really cool with like negative space with like the light of a car and him standing there. Was just jotting down an idea. Didn't really quite figure it out in the end. Uh, Alone at the Party is another song, and it's a song that's like I feel like not a lot of people talk about. So I feel like I was trying to do something with that one. I was just trying to like diversify ideas and kind of work on different songs as much as possible to get inspired. So, multiple copies, faded image of Sam Tompkins. Oh yeah, so like darker to kind of lighter version of him, kind of almost like signature, like him fading out in like the space or in the context, which is a bit like that for some of us when we're at like social settings and parties. It's just a little bit too much. And this one's another one that I ended up finishing an art for. It was an idea that based on his song "Thank God You Talk to Me," and it's like I wanted like him like because I found an image on him on Google of him basically sitting at a sort of like a balcony with the big tall like windows completely open, and then there was just like looking out into like the scenery. And I thought, how cool would it be if the scenery was actually a Van Gogh painting though, like a starry night. And let me show you. Gotta get up again. So that's the finished piece. So I've ended up doing this separately and sticking it on. And yeah, Van Gogh, you talk to me. I didn't date this one though. Usually date them. But yeah, I was pretty happy with how this turned out, but it really gave me a new appreciation as soon as I started painting the Starry Night, like how difficult it really is, and to even just mix the right colors. And, you know, my paintbrush sucks, so like it also gave me a really hard time. Back down. Okay, next page. We'll try to get through half of what's left because, like, I think in the amount of time, like, it's likely we're going to have a part four. Uh, Chicken Schnitzel Jr. Interesting. That's one of those really random sort of, I don't know, like, um, caught in the moment. I don't know. It's just weird. It's one of those random ideas. This was, I think, like a jigsaw hat. That's a pretty cool idea. Just didn't sketch it very well. This was trying to do an eye and says tears under my eyelids. I actually like this idea a lot more. I think this one's kind of cool, kind of trippy. This is back to Tika, kind of trying to like fit in some sort of bird ideas like feathers and stuff with like the bark idea. So this one was more like not like tree stump, but I wanted to get like barks and actually stick barks on it. And then I wanted to do like feathers, but like kind of gradually curl them into like a circle. So it's kind of like unraveling. I think that would look really, really cool. It's a very, very approachable and doable idea. This is for Soccer to Me, another one of the first artists I interviewed. He's an indie bedroom pop kind of artist, alternate indie, I would say. It's like You Are My Fire. That's one of my favorite songs from him. And then just kind of have like this horizon with like a flame in front of it. That's actually a really cool design. I really like this. And then sort of wispy sort of lines, subtle design on the sleeves. Lunimoff design. I think I kind of ended up doing this design basically. It's the one on the wall over here. Which you can see I basically used some 3D cardboard that I've sprayed to kind of protect and did some markup design on it, and it's got a pupil on the back. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see my hat collection of like designs that I've done like in detail, and I can do a video on that. This one's Now I'm Dancing in My Living Room. Is this a Fly By Midnight song? I can't really remember. Okay. Oh, this is a cool one. So I wanted like a Sam Tompkins or something, and then like bleeding water effects, or like the colors bleeding out. I'm actually thinking about using that for Elijah Moss, one of the artists I'm about to interview, like for his album idea, because I think that would work really well for his kind of concepts. And I don't know if it'll work for his new album, but if it does, I would definitely use that idea because I think that would be really cool for him. Sam Tompkins had like a promo picture where he lays on the ground, and then it's like just all these like cool musical stuff scattered around him. So that was kind of inspired by that. Tompkins ahead. I don't know about that idea. Some of our bus windows in Australia has like these little hole kind of designs, like not actual holes, but like little sort of sticker holes like round circles, and it kind of like, it looks like almost like pixels, and it's like kind of like textured and layered like that. And I kind of want to like to see if I can experiment with doing something like that and like have it kind of shaded into like a, a person, an artist or something, if that makes sense. And this was a cloud with a hot air balloon. And then I was trying to do some designs of chains and the word brother for the song Brother by Alex Warren and what was his name? Jelly Roll? Yeah. And then like I wanted to snap in the middle because it's like breaking the chain and breaking the cycle. And there's a really funny song that's gonna like in French, which is like a song about a fish called Steve, and he looks really funny. So I was like, I want to do a Poisson Steve hat. That hat looks awesome. More moon ideas, I'm guessing. Lunar Moth, Butterfly 3D hat, the one we talked about. This was a checkered hat, like that. I love checkered designs. Love wearing them on a shirt. Love wearing them as a beanie. I reckon that'd be super cool on a hat. I wanted to get some like flowers of some kind of like, I don't know, maybe stencils or um, iron-ons, and then put that on a beanie. I think that would be really cute. A little heart in the middle. Candle series. That would be pretty cool. I guess maybe different candles with different flavors as it's like inspiration for different pictures. I love this design. So this is like the jagged flaps. I wanted like sort of a flappy wing, kind of like two sides. I don't know how I would do that. I think I would probably put a piece of like fabric or stiff fabric over it and then like extend it and cover the whole thing so it doesn't look too weird. I was trying to also do one for another group I really like. Is called Walk Off the Earth, and they do really great songs. But couldn't quite figure out a design for them, so I was just playing around with it. This is another one, sort of like Tiga inspired, with two feathers. Very simple design, and just probably like some different colors to kind of make it pop. Not sure which this one's for, but waiting with a clock melting. Interesting. Now we can do some of the cool stuff. So this one, I ended up doing the design on one of my tote bags. It's based on Braden Bailey's, another artist that I really like. And he's got a song that's really good called 20 Missed Calls. And so like I do like miss call, miss call, miss call, and he's like in here, and then it had a big print of 20. I'll show you how it turned out. Luckily it's empty right now. So one side is actually one of my favorite designs here is Kill Kirkland's design for his song Point 22. He's really new, but go support him, especially for that song, so that he can release the second one sooner. It just came to me with this idea when I was listening to his song, like a slit across and kind of like, it's really cool. Anyway, flip the other side, and this is what the finished product looked like. 20 missed calls, Braden Bailey's 2023, a little beer can. But yeah, that's the only official design of that one that I have. All right. I guess we're about to get into some of like my favorite designs actually in the last bit, so maybe we'll hold it off for the next episode, and I probably won't wait as long for this one. It's just so that it's a little bit more cohesive. But otherwise, let's put the bookmark there for next time. Thank you so much. All right, so that will be all until the next part 4, which should wrap up that book at least. And then we've still got some more sort of new designs, I guess, in newer books. I haven't been sketching as much lately, but it's about to kind of start again because I'm going to be starting to work on soon album for someone actually that I'm interviewing very soon this Sunday. So that's really exciting. Well, I should say last Sunday, because when this comes out, it should be probably, no, this is coming out Friday. So yeah, so this Sunday. Sorry. When you pre-schedule stuff, it just kind of gets a little bit confusing sometimes. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for joining for this one. And let me know in the comments if there's any other things that you kind of want to see me show off, like the artworks, my paintings. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.